happening. It's happening, man.
Good morning and welcome. We're going to remain standing for the national anthem led by Hannah Chase and Noah Gaffney. And right after, we will also remain standing for the prayer of commemoration. I'd like Hannah and Noah to come up. Let us pray. Almighty and ever-living God, we offer you our highest praise and thanksgiving for your wonderful grace and virtue, as has been revealed in all the lives of your saints, and especially in the lives of those who have chosen to show forth your love and truth, and who once having displayed their devotion and loyalty to you in this life, now rest with you in life everlasting. Recalling these faithful servants, we remember with appreciation before you today those who have served this school as headmasters and shepherds of the young men and women who have passed through this place of hope and new opportunity in their lives. Remembering William Merrick Chapin, founder of St. Andrew's School, Albert Crabtree, headmaster, Irving Andrew Evans, headmaster, Herbert W. Sprink, headmaster, Stephen G. Waters, headmaster, Everett J. Wilson, headmaster, and David Burnham, interim headmaster. And we give special thanks for their lives, in that they have seen fit to establish and maintain this school for the spiritual welfare and worldly needs of your children. Therefore, with all humility, we ask you to grant your continuing grace and divine guidance to us who remain in this community of education and concern for youth. Particularly, we ask your continued blessing upon the trustees who now serve us, our faculty and staff, praying that we may all follow the example of those who have gone before in great faith and in obedience to your holy will and commandments. To that end, that this school, St. Andrew's, always will be a haven for those who seek a brighter and better future, and that we may continue to flourish. To the glory of your holy name we pray, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, now and forever. Amen. You may be seated. Well, good morning. Good morning. There you go. Wow. Welcome to St. Andrew's School and the conclusion of the 122nd school year. We want to welcome our trustees, our parents, our faculty and staff, alumni and students, and of course the graduating class of 2015. And a special welcome to our King medalists who are over to my right. I'm grateful to see a lot of you. I haven't seen you in a while. Reunion classes and all the alumni who have come today. I really appreciate seeing you in the audience. Nice to see you all. This is a wonderful day today as we honor the efforts and successes of our graduates, and we're so glad that you're here today to help us celebrate this once-in-a-lifetime moment. As I told the seniors during senior exit interviews, you only graduate from high school once, hopefully. As I have told the class, you only get to do this once, and what a day we have. It's beautiful, it's sunny, it's absolutely perfect, and this is 19 years in a row for me. I want to acknowledge the parents, the grandparents, and the family friends who have made this day possible for our seniors. I want to thank you from all of us for believing in St. Andrews, for investing in your graduates' future. It is an investment that will pay dividends in years to come. I also want to acknowledge our faculty and staff who have done an amazing job this year. They work long hours. They do the extra mile. They're what makes St. Andrews special, and we really need to give them a round of applause for all their efforts. And I'd also like today to give a special acknowledgement to Mrs. Laurel Cady, who's been my assistant for many years and has put this together every year with military precision. This is our last gig together, and I want to thank you, Laurel, for all you've done to make my life easier and the school run well. I will have more to say to this class in a bit, but I do want to say how great this year has been and how well you have all led us. From the athletics, where you won 3 league championships and 2 New England championships, and by the way, this may have been the most successful girls' athletic year ever, to a tremendous outpouring of the arts on stage, in music, and in the art gallery, to community service, outstanding, to academic achievement that have placed you in wonderful schools, outstanding. This is a great class, and I'm very proud to go out with you. Now, there are 3 others that are going out with us this year as well. And today we're going to honor 3 stalwart members of our faculty. 2 are retiring and 1 is moving. Melanie Molo, Nancy Azzano, and Scott Telford. Nancy has been at St. Andrews as a teacher in the arts department for many years. Scott has been the director of admissions, and most recently, the assistant to the head. And Melanie has been with us, starting the music program and growing it where we are today. In each of their roles, they have added to the texture and the depth of our students' experience. Nancy, of course, first came to campus, having married Bill, who was our longtime dean of students. She raised 2 daughters here, several dogs, I lost count, and taught art in several venues. A graduate of RISD herself, Nancy is a talented artist who, along with Jan Dubuque, created a spectacular visual arts program for which we are all quite proud. Her students have gone on to attend many art schools, and her love of art is contagious. And Scott. Scott first came to campus as a parent, and then after 35 years of teaching math, I asked him to be the director of admissions. After 17 interviews, we wanted to make sure. I think Scott secretly wanted to design clothes because we know he certainly likes color. We will miss his bright, many-splendored jackets and ties. Try as I might, I could never come close to his impeccable dress. Scott has been a confidant of mine. He has been a man of prayer and principle, of good humor and hard work. And the students in front of us today and the full school we have is a testimony to all his work as the director of admissions. And, of course, Melanie. Melanie's mother was my executive assistant when I first came here 19 years ago, Beverly Colvin. And I met Melanie while she sang on the McVicker front lawn with the Rhode Island Philharmonic. Shortly after that, I convinced her to stop touring opera and start a music program at St. Andrews. She was part-time, and the first choir only had 6 students in it. But as time went on, Mrs. Molo caught fire. and the choir in her classes are full. Her musicals engaged over 60 students a year, creating such treasures as Grease, Cat in the Hat, and my personal favorite, Into the Woods. When I think of Nancy, I think of all the times she said a student was her favorite. Nancy, I hope I'm your favorite today. When I think of Scott, I think of all the times we talked about serious matters and laughed about things that did not. And when I think of Melanie, I will always remember her soaring voice that not only sang, but supported kids. To Nancy, we wish a full life, full of art and grandchildren and days at the beach. And to Scott, we wish another chapter in serving others as you have served those here. And to Melanie, we wish you a slower-paced happy life in Florida where you won't be cold. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in offering our thanks and good wishes to three icons of St. Andrews, Nancy, Scott, and Melanie. So one of the things you get to do as a headmaster when you run your own show is you get to do something that no one's expecting. So I'm going to ask Mr. Richard Hill to come to the platform, please. Mr. Hill. He has no idea I'm doing this. So not many, I'll wait till he comes up. Not many of you may know Richard Hill, but he's been really a constant supporter of the school for the last 50 plus years as a member of the Finance Committee and the Buildings and Grounds. He and his lifelong friends, Charlie Fields, who recently passed away, and board member David Brown, have devoted their time, talent, and treasure to many of the projects we've seen around this school, including the sprinkler system to keep the quad green, as well as the magnificent iron fence that now graces Federal Road. Richard also introduced his son, Eric Hill, to our school. He's our college counselor, and the Hill tradition continues with him. However, Dick came to St. Andrews, I believe, in the second grade, and he left in the 8th grade, and he never graduated. He is the most loyal alumnus we've ever had who never graduated. In fact, his occupation profile, and he doesn't know this, we actually kept the file on him. He did an occupational profile, probably in 7th or 8th grade, and it said that he should do public service, which he actually never did. He went into business, but he's done his public service here at St. Andrews. Today, we wish to honor him by giving him the diploma he never received. Today, he becomes a graduate of St. Andrews.
John's not the only one who can throw curveballs. But I will say that touch that with Dick Hill epitomizes what St. Andrews is about. And I hope as a class, the sensitivity that you see here today is something that you'll carry forward in the work that's going to inform your lifetime. So, my name's John Harker. I've been a volunteer at St. Andrews for 25 years. I'm a current trustee. And on behalf of all of our trustees, for those of you in those seats, it's really our privilege to be here with you today. And it reminds us why we do what we do. And someday, you may actually sit in those seats, which we hope you will. So, let me invite Karen Urbanak-Anderson up. Karen is head of our Alumni Association, and she has a few remarks.
Whoa, there's a lot of you out there. Hello, my name is Karen Anderson, class of 1990. I'm also the Alumni Association president. I spent 4 of my best years here at St. Andrews. Since I came here before John was headmaster, I don't have any fun stories, but I will say I've come to know John and his family over the years and have seen the passion and love for the school. The dedication he had for the school and the students was incredible. We wish him the best in the future. And now, on behalf of the Alumni Association, I'd like to present a token of our appreciation to you, John.
We're not done yet. Now, insofar as this is John's 19th, he started when he was 12, his 19th graduation service, there are two other people I'd like to invite to the podium who you're familiar with, and that's Dr. Dana Gurney and Mrs. Marianne Murgo.
Oh, what a glorious day. When the faculty met to discuss how to celebrate John Martin's wonderful tenure at St. Andrews, Marianne Murgo had a great idea. What about an annual award to be given to a student in John's honor? Marianne Murgo will tell you a little bit about this award.
It's a little intimidating up here compared to a classroom. The John D. Martin Award. John D. Martin's compassion and his ability to achieve significant goals are hallmarks of his life and tenure as headmaster at St. Andrews School from 1996 to 2015. This award, given in honor of our headmaster Martin, celebrates a scholar who demonstrates passion for others and is an accomplished athlete or an accomplished artist who serves as an inspiration to the St. Andrews community, representing John's spirit and values.
All right. So this first year of the award, a wonderful young man has been selected. The award comes with a cash prize. The John D. Martin Award goes to Luke Montalbano.
I guess I really am not running this school. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, well. Melanie Molo and the St. Andrews Chorus is coming to sing You Raise Me Up. While the choir is coming off the risers, I'd ask Colton McAdams to come. Colton is our senior speaker. Welcome, Colton.
I would like to start off by getting a few of the graduation cliches out of the way. So here it goes. Believe in yourself. You did it, class of 2015. We are the future. And wow, what a long, strange trip it's been. And now that I'm done with that, I can begin my speech for commencement. 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 Can anyone here tell me what that word means, please? And not just the definition off of dictionary.com, which happens to be an act or an instance of commencing, beginning. I want all of you, my fellow graduates, and the friends, families, and faculty that helped us get here to understand what commencement really is to me and why it matters today. So let's begin. I'm going to be honest, commencement never meant anything to me. It was a word attached to no emotions, and it equated to the word graduation. The two words were interchangeable. It wasn't until my advisor, Miss Fayen, pointed something out to me. We call our graduation commencement because this isn't a ceremony for young adults who have finished something and need a diploma to prove it. We call it commencement because it is a celebration of our beginning of something new and bigger that St. Andrews has prepared us for. But now we have a diploma to prove that we are ready for whatever future challenges we face. My journey began at St. Andrews my freshman year. I was extremely quiet. I hadn't ever spoken in front of a crowd. I had never done an extracurricular activity. I had never played a sport for a school, and I had a few close friends. Yet I foolishly decided to go here. Within my first week of school, I was barely eating lunch. I was talking to only about 2 other students, and I was genuinely scared. I hadn't been ready for the transition from public school back to private school. Somehow, though, after a week or 2 of going to St. Andrews, something happened. I walked up to a table of students, and I asked if I could sit with them. Students that I considered the popular kids. Little did I know, there are no popular freshmen. No offense, it's just the way it works. I was a freshman too. Yet something happened that day. I hadn't noticed it then, but I had been changed. I had been changed by the school that harbors champion soccer players, phenomenal basketball players, community service experts, and don't forget the artists because we're an arts school too. I had changed for the better, which leads me into my first stereotypical graduation speech analogy, clay. I would like all of you to close your eyes and imagine a ball of clay. Now open them. I actually just wanted to see how many of you would close your eyes, so thank you for that. But whatever you imagined, it was just a ball of clay. Lumpy, boring, and gray. An incomplete art piece that has so much potential, but isn't anything you really like. No offense, Miss Dunn. Now imagine that clay being shaped and molded for a whole year and having almost no progress. Think of us as that clay and freshman year as that year of molding. The only thing that changed is that you now have a ball of clay that knows how to analyte, thank you, Mrs. Telford, and knows how to feel like they want to die after leaving one of Mr. Bork's tests. Thank you, Mr. Bork. Fortunately, though, you start to see some progress in what you are making with that clay the next year. It finally has a shape and some details. Your ball of clay can now take a math quiz without being comforted by a homemade cookie from Mrs. Sherber. And its biggest problem is writing a 500-word journal for Miss Arnold. Finally, it's the 3rd year of molding. You're almost done. Whatever you're making out of clay, we'll say a shoe, is done being shaped. You even managed to paint a beautiful glaze on that shoe. Your piece of clay is now done with its SATs and ACTs, and wow, this year was difficult. You thought you would never finish it, but it's over. At last, the 4th and final year of molding is here, and that shoe is ready to be fired. It goes into the kiln, and all you can do is hope that it doesn't crack under the heat and pressure. We call that senioritis. But thankfully, the shoe is pulled from that kiln, and it's beautiful. Maybe not a perfect shoe, but it's a piece of art. And that's what you will see today walking across this stage. Not just pieces of clay, but pieces of art that are ready to move on to other things. Maybe we'll get another glaze in college. Maybe some of us will get a chip or two, but that doesn't matter. St. Andrews has spent the last 4 years preparing us to embrace what changes will be made to us. Throughout these years, we have been molded and remolded by the teachers and peers to become the students and young adults we are today. Students who are ready to walk across the stage this afternoon and begin whatever awaits them. That is what commencement means for me, being ready, being adaptable, and beginning a new part of life. As for why it matters, our new beginning is only possible if we don't forget the old. Obviously, everyone here knows how strange a school St. Andrews is. And if you need the proof, just look at the 50 students crossing the stage and be happy that you aren't watching 450 students cross the stage here today. I can look at every single one of my classmates and recount a memory with them. Whether it was the first time I played in a lacrosse game, the first time I performed in a play, possibly playing a game of pool in the student center, and yes, even waiting in line for detention outside of Mr. Alschler's office. But each student stands out. Each one is a part of my soon-to-be past, and without them, my experience at St. Andrews would be meaningless. These memories are what hold together my past. Your memories are what hold together yours, and make it possible for us to get to this beginning, this commencement. So thank you to our teachers, our friends, our family, our mentors. Thank you to ourselves. It has been a both marvelous and life-altering 4 years working with everyone, and I am proud to be walking across the stage with all of you today. Thank you.
Now I'd like to ask the senior class officers and the charity representatives to please come up to the platform. Hannah Bork, President, Colton McAdams, Vice President, Johnny Liu, Secretary, and Tony Chang, Treasurer. In the spring of 2014, the students at St. Andrews chose the annual all-school charity for the 2014-15 school year. This year, they selected Save the Bay. Save the Bay was founded in 1970 with a mission to protect and improve Narragansett Bay, which is here in Rhode Island. Their vision is to have a swimmable, fishable, and healthy Narragansett Bay accessible to everyone. To that end, Save the Bay has focused on the development of a committed constituency for the Bay. Through events, programs, and education, children and adults throughout this region have learned about the tremendous value the Bay brings to our economy, our environment, and our quality of life. The senior class officers standing here, along with all the students of St. Andrews School who have worked and experienced the joy of serving others, want to give on behalf of St. Andrews School and to July Davis, who is their volunteering manager, a gift check of $3,000. So wow, here we are. It's my honor to address the senior class this year as I commence with you, leaving this tent off to our own unique adventures. Times like this bring back all kinds of memories that float between the wonderful, such as watching our small school win New England championships against bigger schools, to the sad, when several years ago I oversaw a memorial service for a student who died tragically, to the joyful, hearing our students sing at the Christmas in the state capitol directed by Melanie, to the somber, having the entire school in 2011 quietly walk out of the Arts Center to hold and plant over 200 flags in a row on Federal Road without a sound. Memories with my wife Sheila, raising our family, going to meals and games and concerts, memories of Mountain Day, a pie race, and 18 commencements. But this morning, I want this talk to be addressed directly to you seniors. Everyone else is welcome to listen, but I really want it to be to you. So let me start with a story. When I was in 9th grade, I had an English teacher who gave me a pop quiz for 17 days straight to start the year off. 17 days. I couldn't believe it, and after a while I stopped trying to guess and simply came prepared. He would always say, "Papers and pencils ready? Next question." And this got to me think about the next question for us. What's going to be in front of us, and how are we going to answer it? There's no question that we cannot do this in a quiet world. And in case you hadn't noticed, it's noisy and cluttered out there. As Hannah Bork demonstrated last night in her monologue about the digital age, the apple of Adam and Eve and the apple of Steve Jobs are not too dissimilar. They both represent a moment in time when the speed and the advent of knowledge makes us breathless and tugs at our humanity. So yeah, it's cluttered and noisy and confusing out there, so how can we answer the next question? Well, I'm not quite sure I have all the answers, but there are some things I want to share with you because there are some things that I know for sure. Let me take a stab at what I think I know for sure. So, Jackie, Doug, Charlie, Jules, Hannah, Anders, Chantal, Tony, Hannah, and Diana. The first thing I know for sure is that faith matters. Faith in something larger than yourselves. For me, it has been my faith in God. And as Denzel Washington once said, "I pray you all put your shoes way under your bed at night so that you got to get up on your knees in the morning to find them. And thank God for grace and mercy and understanding." We all fall short of that glory. Yes, we do. But I know for sure that faith will get you through whatever side of the Jordan River you're on. Faith matters, and do not let anyone tell you otherwise. Faith brought you here, faith brought me here, faith kept us here, and faith will not leave us here. But without that faith and the thing beyond yourself, it is possible to be consumed with self-satisfaction. We all have been blessed. Everybody in this tent has been blessed. And my hope is that you are all very successful. But remember, you can't take any of this with you, and it's not what you have, but what you do with what you have that matters. This I know for sure. And so Jack, and Naz, and Jake, and Tony, and Ida, and Josh, and Dewaka, and Chance, and Courtney, and Henry, what I know for sure is that family matters. Look around you today, and you will see your family, however you decide to call them, their parents, uncles, aunts, grandparents, cousins, and others adopted by you into your family circle. And how precious they are. They will be. For a family that who understands your tears is much more precious than those who only see your smile. Around this tent today are people who have seen your tears, and they've known your struggles and have rejoiced in all your triumphs. They celebrate with you, and for that, you need to offer thanks. In my family, we yell and we cry and we laugh and we hug, and I'm sure that we're not that different than yours. But what I know for sure is that I could not stand here today without the foundation of my parents, my wife, my boys, all that have built for me. They matter, and I know this for sure, that yours do too. And Lindsay, and Tom, and Gazde, and Johnny, and JR, and Wyatt, and Alex, and Colton, and John, and Brian, what I know for sure is that friendship matters. Recent studies indicate that most Americans only have 2 friends, down from 3 over 30 years ago. These are people that you can sit down with and tell your story to and feel safe. And these 2 rows are groups of friends that will last a lifetime. In this tent, there are friends that have lasted a lifetime. Without friendship, the ability to be yourself without pretense and obligation is a gift that transcends. And what most of you don't know is that I have a very close friend, a doctor, who has met with me for over 18 years on Thursday mornings at 6:30 for prayer and discussion. I can tell you that this friendship has carried me through very difficult times and kept me grounded through success. I know for sure when you find true friendship and you hold on to it and don't let it go, it's precious. And I would ask, too, that you could be that friend that does not judge, but listens and supports and cares. So, Nick and Duncan and Tina and Jake and Philip and Mike and Claire and Jen and Ethan and Owen, what I know for sure is that passion matters. When I was going to do this speech, I tried to figure out how I could indicate the importance of passion and enthusiasm. And the best thing I could do was go to one of my favorite characters in history, TR, Teddy Roosevelt. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcomings. But who does actually strive to do the deed, who knows the great enthusiasm, the great devotion, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly. So his place will never be with those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. What I know for sure is that passion and enthusiasm matter. I don't care if you fail, because you will. But fail greatly, and I know you're going to succeed greatly. Find something that truly matters to you and pursue it to the end, no matter the odds. I learned this lesson well from a man in back of me, my friend and mentor, trustee Sandy McCulloch, who long ago showed me that believing that this little school on a hill in Barrington can change lives, and it's a great gift. He showed me that passion mattered, and for 19 years, I had the ability of never going to work, but always going to school. And finally, Max and Seb, and Michael and Ashley and Morgan and Dominique and Julio, Vasa, Chen-Lin and Kyle, I know for sure that St. Andrews matters, and it makes a difference. There are many faculty and staff members today sitting here who will tell you that it changed their lives. Scott will tell you how his son and daughter were transformed here, and how his life took on even more meaning when he was admitting students who needed this school. And Melanie will tell you that she was plucked from the opera stage to build from nothing a music program, and how this changed her life and the lives of her students. And Nancy will tell you that with her husband and herself, this school has meant so much as her life's work and work were intermingled. And for Sheila and myself, what a privilege to be transformed by a school and its mission. I've had the privilege of listening to seniors talk about their experience in our exit talks. But even more, the privilege of listening to the seniors say at senior dinner, where year after year, kids talk about their friends, the teachers, the staff, even the night watchmen sometime, the spirit of this place. I don't know why we're different. I can't put it in a bottle and cite statistics. In fact, St. Andrews has never been about statistics or college placement. We care about who you are and who you'll become. And today, we are so proud of you. We leave this tent today, you and I, on a journey where, in the words of Frederick Buechner, God calls us to a place where our deep gladness and the world's deep hunger meet. So, class of 2015, papers and pencils ready? Next question. I know you're ready. You have an answer. God bless the class of 2015, and God bless St. Andrews School.
Oh, I'd love to follow an act like that. First, I'd like to say that my wife, Dottie, would be here and is indeed here in spirit, but she's the head honcho at her 65th reunion at Mount Holyoke College in South Hadley today. This morning, I have several key agenda items. Be patient because it gets better. Of course, we're all here to salute the accomplishments of each one of you 50 graduates. Many of your friends at other schools have worked harder than they have because you've had to. But your courage, your tenacity, your determination to succeed have carried you gloriously past the challenges you have faced, leaving you with a sense of self-confidence. high expectations, and realization that nothing is too tough for you when you have the support of a caring faculty and a lot of elbow grease. There have been 51 of these ceremonies since I started, and not once has I been left without a lump in my throat and deep emotions welling up in my eyes. We are simply so proud of you all, and we will follow you on the career paths that you have chosen when you leave here. Next, let me talk about headmasters. First, I want to welcome back Jane and Steve Waters, our fifth headmaster, who served from 1970 to 1991, 21 years, under very testing conditions. He joins John and Sheila in the continued guidance of youngsters, soon to be alumni and alumni, whom we celebrate today. Your eloquent testimony to the fact that one never really leaves St. Andrews. Would you please stand and be welcomed? Incidentally, I'm not a little smug that I chaired the two search committees that named both of these two leaders. I'm not at all smug when I realize that I'm now speaking to almost 100% of a faculty here present whose commitment and caring for the lives of the students entrusted to it exceeds that of any other school I've been associated with. I think that without a doubt, the heart and soul of any educational institution is its leadership, and especially by the quality of its faculty, and St. Andrews is no exception. What it is, the school will be. This past year, the board, the administration, and the faculty have all engaged in a self-assessment, which has given us the opportunity to meet and talk in depth with individual members of the faculty. And one immediately senses their commitment. I'm sure that every one of you seniors can point to at least one teacher who has encouraged you when you are feeling low, who's thrown an arm around your shoulders and said, let's try it one more time, or given you a swift kick in the pants when you need it. You will never forget these people, and they will never forget you. And then there are John and Sheila Martin. Sheila, would you come up here, please? John. When Steve and Jane Waters were here, we had 91 students, and the total budget for the year was $297,379.16. Today, we have over 228 students, and our budget is over $10 million. When you leave this tent, the beauty of this day, take a moment and look around at the beauty of this campus. The new buildings, but there's a lot more to it than that. Deep down, feel also the culture, the depth and growth of our academic program, our efforts to build character among our faculty, our students, and the number and quality of our faculty. John Martin has injected this culture in every corner of this school, including even the custodian who stayed at the gym one night and left the lights on so one kid could practice his foul shots. This affects everybody here. And I think with all due deference to our new buildings and with all the pile of wonderful statistics that are around us, I think the one thing that you, John Martin, can take away from here is the culture of this school that you have injected into it. Dottie and I have pondered about how best to recognize this amazing period in St. Andrew's history. After reflection, we've come up with a structure that honors these two pillars of St. Andrews, John and Sheila, and our dedicated faculty. Dottie and I have created a new permanent endowment fund, the John and Sheila Martin Fund for Professional Development. I'll say that again. The John and Sheila Martin Fund for Professional Development. It totals $1 million and will generate annually beginning this summer, 5% of the corpus of the fund, or $50,000, whichever is greater, for career development of the faculty and staff. It will be housed at the Rhode Island Foundation and can be added to but never invaded. The pace of new knowledge, as John mentioned, is breakneck these days, and we feel that it's vital that the faculty attempt at least to match their emotional commitment to the students with continual growth in their own academic competence. The Martin Fund will allow exploration by teams or individual faculty of the latest in brain science, the latest in blended education, mixing internet learning with on-site teaching, the new math, the possibility of a lower school here. There may even be a better way to deliver our curriculum. Who knows what questions will be on the menu in 20, 30, 40 years from now. But the fund will be there, and therefore we've made it very flexible. I think in closing, I've got to point out that Dottie and I feel thrice blessed that we are even able to make this gift. But we are even happier that St. Andrews is here to receive it. So thank you, John and Sheila Martin. Thank you. Well, I've got to add thank you to the faculty, one and all. Thank you to St. Andrew's School for everything that you have all given to Dottie and me. Okay, good.
So if anyone else wants to give $1 million, we'll give you the point. What the heck? Everybody else is up here, not me. Thank you, Sandy and Dottie, and it's great for the faculty. I hope this is a wonderful opportunity for our faculty to grow and develop. It's an extraordinary fund with a lot more money than any school our size or even larger has for faculty development, so it's great. And we want to thank you again, Sandy and Dottie. All right, let's have some more fun. I'm going to ask the Waters to come up. Ask Steve and Jane to come to the podium, because the first award is the Karen Marin Waters Prize. The Carolyn Carrie Waters Prize. Carrie Waters grew up and lived most of her life here at St. Andrews in the headmaster's home, the rectory. She grew into a talented, outgoing, adventurous young woman who who was always challenging herself to see how well she could do or how much she could accomplish. She loved to be with her many friends, to travel and to create. She said, "I see my life as art." And that is the inscription on the stone marking her resting place across Federal Road. Carrie was about to teach art in the American School in Luxembourg when she tragically lost her life in an automobile accident in Spain at the age of 23. This prize was created in her memory, and it is given to the young woman graduate who exemplifies the qualities for which we remember Carrie. This year, the Carrie Moore and Waters Prize goes to Hannah Chase. The Zachariah Chafee Award is presented to a junior or senior who has shown the best ability to transmit thoughts in written English to his or her readers. This year, the Chafee Award goes to Hannah Bork. The Connie Howard Award. The Connie Howard Award is given for the student, a junior or senior, who has been most helpful to his or her fellow students. There's a name engraved on a base of a silver loving cup in Gardner Hall, as well as a cash prize. And this year, the Howard Award goes to Tony DeRay. I'm going to ask Mr. McBride to stand. Mr. McBride, where are you? Somewhere? There he is. This is the McBride Award. It's actually the 30th anniversary of the award. It's given in memory of Martha and Al McBride for contribution to and enrichment of the school community. And this year, the McBride Award goes to J.R. Lynch. The Joseph W. Vanable Award is given for persistence. During the 30s and 40s, Joseph Vanable was a local businessman who would provide family-type experiences for students by taking them on outings such as dinner and a movie. He was dedicated to helping St. Andrew's School for many years and was appreciated by all. It is a cash gift as well as a certificate, and the Vanable Award goes to Courtney Gee. The Leslie A. and Lillian P. Walker Memorial Scholarship. This award was first presented by Dr. Leslie Walker himself when it was established in 1995. Sadly, Dr. Walker passed away this past October. And today we have members of his family with us to assist in the 21st presentation. I'm going to ask Dr. Walker's daughter, Leslie, and his son, Mark, to come up and join us, please. We also have Dr. Walker's wife, Margaret, and Mark's friend, Jamie, with us. We want to welcome you as well. They traveled from Chicago and Fredericksburg, Virginia, to be here with us today. Dr. Walker actually as he went to St. Andrews, he went on to Brown University, and then went on to the University of Rhode Island for his medical degree. We're going to have a bench, which was supposed to be here, but unfortunately wasn't delivered on time, which has been purchased by Dr. Walker's family. And there will be a plaque on that bench that reads, Dr. Leslie A. Walker, class of 42, Carpe Diem. So we want to thank the Walker family for the bench and for being here today to present the Leslie A. and Lillian P. Walker Memorial Scholarship, which is awarded to a senior who has demonstrated great potential for future contributions to the lives of him or her around, to the lives of those around him or her. And this year, the Walker Scholarship goes to Chantal Cardenas-Luzon. The Cecilia and Gordon E. Hall Memorial Award, presented to a junior or senior with a zest for living. And this year, the Hall Award for Zest for Living goes to somebody that certainly has zest, Ashley Shapiro. As I said last night, St. Andrews has been fortunate to have some endowed funds to help students in college. We gave some last night. This morning, we're going to give the Lewis W. Downs Scholarship, which are 4-year renewable scholarships for every year of college. We have 3 of them to give. The first Downs Scholarship is going to go to Hannah Bork. The next Downs Scholarship goes to Colton McAdams. And the last Downs Scholarship goes to Vaso Vukasavovich. The Gentleman's Prize is given to a gentleman who is a sound of spirit, sound of body, and a good sportsman. It is a certificate, a Bible, and a baseball. The Bible denotes soundness of spirit, and the baseball, good sportsmanship. And this year, it goes to J. Rodney Lynch. The King Medal. The first King Medal was presented in 1898, and we are continuing the tradition. Charles Gedney King established the King Memorial Medal at St. Andrews Industrial School in memory of his mother, Helen Maria Stone King. Mr. King was born in Massachusetts in 1844. He lived in Boston and then in Philadelphia, where he was a Sunday school superintendent and a benefactor of St. Mark's Church. He worked 40 years for a prestigious jewelry company, and he died in 1918 and is buried in the cemetery of the Church of St. James the Less in Philadelphia. I'm going to ask the past King Medal winners, who's sitting to my right, to come up on the stage, please. So the qualifications of those named on the walls of Gardner Dining Hall as past King Medal recipients are as varied as the students we have served throughout our history. Generally, I think the King Medal winner is that senior we are most proud of. Sometimes the vote seems to reflect a most likely to succeed quality. In other years, it seems to have gone to the student who has gained the most from his or her experience here. Other criteria have been academic effort, contribution to the life of this community, leadership, responsibility, citizenship, improvement, and the ability to stand on his or her own feet. The recipient is selected by a vote by the entire faculty, administration, and staff of St. Andrew's School. This year, the King Medal goes to Colton McAdams. All right, let's hand out some diplomas. There are a few logistics regarding our traditions I want to mention. After all the presentations of the diplomas, I'm going to ask the graduates to face the audience, and the faculty are going to walk over, who are going to sing in the chorus, and we have a sung benediction. As soon as the benediction is over, I'm going to lead the graduates out of the tent and over to the flagpole, where they will toss their caps into the air. You need to clear the aisle so we can move quickly. The graduates then will reform a receiving line to greet faculty and staff, family, and friends. So, here we go. Jackie Lore Andrade. Douglas DeWolf Anthony. Charles Whitehouse Atkins. Jules Bibonimana. Hannah Lynn Bork. Anders Peterson Brandon. Chantal D. Carnas Luzon. The Tony Chang. Hannah Beth Chase. Mulatto Diana Sissoko. Jack Billings Clark. Nazir Marquise Cotton. Jake Louis Couto. Antonio Michael DeRay. Aitanoria Rakia Oboibe. Joshua Bear Ehrlich. David Duwaka Akwenzi. Chancellor Lamar Ellis. Courtney Jean Geet. Henry Edward Greenthal. Lindsay Gabrielle Holker. Tom Hu. Gazde Konu Koglu. Johnny Liu. John Rodney Lynch. Wyatt Willie Martineau. Alexander Joy Mazer. Colton Nicholas McAdams. John Shea McConnell. Brian Kabugo Makasa. Nicholas David Willette Perry. Duncan Blair Osborne. Tina Pan. Jake Alexander Pellegrino. Philip Pang. Michael McKenna Perry. Yiyo Chen. Jennifer Nissa Quarles. Ethan David Ridgel. Owen Chase Robinson. Maxwell Alexander Schuster. Sebastian Antonio Siqueira. Michael Shang. Ashley Renee Shapiro. Morgan Tamara Silva. Dominique Elizabeth Thompson. Julia Marie Toro Martel. Vaso Vukasavovich. Shenlin Wang. Kyle Thomas White. All right, so I get to do this one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, the last class is the best class. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2015.
Thursday night. NCA, all right, 6 o'clock for appetizers. And your senior movie will be playing inside.
Hi. He got a video of Nick sitting on me and me squeezing his titty. Hi. I'm Tony Durant.
Don't get the picture, Jumpy! Don't get the picture, not...
This is the first day of my life. Swear I was born right in the doorway. I went out in the rain, suddenly everything changed. They're spreading blankets on the beach. Yours is the first face that I saw. I think I was blind before I met you. And I don't know where I am, I don't know where I've been, but I know where I want to go. And so I thought I'd let you know. Yeah, these things take forever, I especially am slow. But I realized that I need you, and I wondered if I could come home. Remember the time you drove all night just to meet me in the morning? And I thought it was strange, you said everything changed. You felt as if you just woke up. And you said, this is the first day of my life. I'm glad I didn't die before I met you. But now I don't care, I could go anywhere with you, and I'd probably be happy. So if you wanna be with me, if these things there's no telling, we just have to wait and see. But I'd rather be working for a paycheck than waiting to win the lottery. Besides, maybe this time it's different. I mean, I really think you like me.
This is. You can do it. I mean, oh my God! It's gonna cost you. It's a giant drama.
As we roll down this unfamiliar road, and although this way just know you're not alone. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone.
Well, that wrecked that video. It's too bright outside.
We want them.
I don't like time, and time is making me old, but I'm doing alright, 'cause I will still be young tomorrow. And I can't stand working all day. Work is wearing out my soul. I think I'll go out tonight, and I will call in sick tomorrow. I get so down about this world sometimes. I cannot understand people, no, not at all. But I hope to see a change in man. I hope to see us love one another, and I know we can. My bank account is running out. I'm paying fees for overdrafts, but when I win the lottery, I'll tell B of A that they can kiss my ass. 'Cause I don't like time. Time's taking away my life, so I live the way I want to live, and I will live this way till I am dead. When life gets hard, you got to remember who you are and forget about what people think. Just be who you want to be. Don't you want to see how good life can be? Let's make a harmony. Oh, hey, oh. And life will sing. And I'll wait for you to come home. I haven't seen you in so long, I don't remember what you look like. So I will see you for the first time. And I've been dreaming of the open road. I've got this feeling like I won't be coming home anytime soon. Let's go around this world and make it new. And I say, oh, let's get lost. Let's walk into the dark and forget about our sorrows. We'll learn to let go. Singing, oh, I know we can. Don't you want to see life can be? Let's make a harmony. Oh, hey, oh. And life will sing.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Tight. Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Tight.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way, from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong. And what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach. So remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all